We've got the real reason why WWE released 10 of their talents last night. WWE superstars have reacted to said releases. And we've got the event name and details for WWE's upcoming UK Premium Live event. Stay tuned. So kicking things off with just rather horrible news coming from last night with, WWE releasing 10 more talents. Now, this has already been reported on the channel, but just quickly for anybody who may have missed it, WWE announced the releases of Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, Raylan Devine, Mila Milani, Draco Anthony, Sanjana George. We had Persia Pirotta, Haaland, Dexter Lumis, and Paige Prince of Valley. So
quite a lot of talents just completely cut, and it's as Tom and Adam said last night, it's kind of a shock, and some of the names on there are definitely a shock. I think Haaland and Lumis particularly. Pirotta. It's not come out of nowhere. It's April. It's 15 days later than last year and the year before.
Yeah.
But my God, it's horrible to see.
I just don't understand whenever this happens, because we're going to get to the reason in just a little bit, especially this time it just feels even more kind of confusing. But some of the names here are, especially people like Lumis. I thought Lumis had a very bright future. I don't know how you don't have anything for Malcolm Bivens on the main roster by now.
Crazy.
The guy
He's been there 3
has
years.
Twitter in the palm of his hands. Like every single tweet is gold. The guy is just waiting for somebody to call him up.
Me and Tom were speaking about that the other week on the news. We were saying that he's perhaps the most entertaining guy on Twitter in the world, not just WWE.
It's the type of person you think WWE would want to be, keeping a hold of. Dakota Kai, incredibly shocking there as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, a new report has given a bit of background information on this from Fightful Select. And apparently, like the releases over the last couple of years, budget cuts were the cited reason for, the main reason at least, for the releases. The talents were apparently informed by John Laurinaitis, and an email was internally sent around within the company to confirm these releases to everybody else.
The email sort of confirmed to everyone else that it was budget cuts primarily is the reason. Of course, we've got the investors call coming up. That's this Thursday, so they're trying to, I guess, make the company look better on paper. Money-wise.
The only thing that pops into my head now whenever I think about why is it always budget cuts that get cited, and it's like, well, if you were to play devil's advocate in the situation, is it like, well, are they controlling the exact amount of money they have to spend on talent? And then if they're doing that, it begs the question of why, because you're raking it in.
You're making a massive amount of money. I mean, their Saudi Arabia deal brings in enough to pay for most of the roster. It's crazy that they just go, right, well, let's just cut a lot of the talents. But on the side, like Dexter Lumis, he's not a young spring chicken.
No, he's not. And we've seen this before with AEW, where NXT, where they'd have they came down and kind of got rid of a lot of the older independent talent. So maybe if you look at it from that standpoint, but at the same time, it's just another person I thought would be on the main roster by now, absolutely killing it. In the case of Malcolm Bivens, though, it wasn't actually a release. Fightful were reporting that he's now obviously going by Stokely Hathaway again on Twitter, but he'd made it clear to the company he would not be signing a new contract with them following the end of the contract that he signed last year. He was apparently offered a new deal in February, but declined. And apparently Dakota Kai had indicated to the company that she'd not be staying past the expiration of her contract, and it's noted that she saw her release on the horizon.
Yeah, it's in the case of Bivens or Hathaway now, he signed an extension when Diamond Mine was pitched. Now, he's not been on TV for 2 years prior to that.
Alien.
Again, baffling. It's so entertaining. So he signed an extension for Diamond Mine to see where that goes, and he informed the company, he won't be sticking around. I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be giving your time to a company and you're kind of expecting to work with them, not just kind of get told turn up and we've got something for you. You expect that relationship to be a bit of a two-way street. So if they're not going to, feature you and push you, then you're just kind of sitting there. So
I mean, Dakota Kai similarly there.
Yeah,
she should have been on TV main roster a long time ago.
The one thread here is so many of these talents have so much more to give And it's like good on you for, you know, the people who are just saying to them, look, I'm not sticking around here if you're not using me. But at the same time, it's heartbreaking for everybody who maybe WWE was their goal, their dream, and now it's just taken away.
It's taken, absolutely. It's strange, yeah. I think Bivens and Dakota Kai, as you said, they've got lots to give. They will be perfectly fine, I think, going elsewhere.
I think quite a lot of these names are going to be perfectly fine. Yeah. Apparently, a massive shock for, you know, to everybody was Haaland being released. I know I was shocked. He's now going back by Parker Boudreaux, which, you know, he was the next Brock Lesnar to a lot of people. The company
he looks,
you know, really hyped on him. Yeah, they shaved his head. He looks even scarier. They brought him back. It looked like he might have been doing something with Kendrick, and then that went sort of nowhere. And it was sort of like, oh, is he going to be not like a legend killer, but is he just going to be this wild character who'll do what he wants? And he was somebody again I thought was going to be at NXT 2.0, maybe just push straight through.
I think the thing is, Braun Breaker came along and they went, oh, we've got a new toy now.
Yeah.
And as it's noted in the report, they didn't feel like he was progressing enough in ring. He's mostly been relegated to the Joe Gacy manager muscle type role for the past few months. It's just very strange with Joe Gacy being in the title match this Tuesday and Haaland has been cut, but it's not stopped them from releasing Loomis, who's in the middle of a massive storyline.
Yeah.
And Haaland, will he stick around in wrestling, do you think?
I think so. Only time will tell, but apparently the NXT officials are very annoyed by these releases, and according to the report, they were giving little to no notice regarding the releases before they happened, some of which, the release of Loomis and Perotta, affect current ongoing storylines, as you're saying. So it's going to be, you know, that meme where you walk back in and everything's on fire. Like I can't even process like how you work in a situation where, you know,
it's not a great work environment. Imagine you've come up with a really great storyline. You're like the payoff's coming soon. It's coming off soon. They're going to be a tag team. They're going to be fine. And then all of them just get cut, and you're like, oh right, well that's 6 months of TV and effort wasted.
So budget cuts again, everybody. But we've got the reaction now from some of the release stars. So numerous talents who were released have, of course, taken to Twitter to issue some form of statement, small video, you know, something just to get out there.
Let us know that they're okay.
To let us know that they're okay. And some of these talents, you've got Dexter Lumis, who tweeted out a portrait of Vince McMahon in the style he does, but it's the famous shot of Vince looking menacing in front of
his big dinosaur skull.
Yeah, in his office.
Who needs a dinosaur skull?
Vince McMahon, apparently.
I think we should get one for the office.
Do you know how much they cost?
A couple pennies.
Yeah.
A couple pennies.
So he put that there. He tagged Triple H, Vince, and Shawn Michaels. He also plugged his booking email, which indicated that he's returning to the Samuel Shaw character.
He's changed his name. Yeah, so he's looking like he's back to the Samuel Shaw, which is a very similar character, Dexter Lumis.
Yeah.
The classic Dexter serial killer sort of style of character.
We had Malcolm Bivens post a video onto his social media revealing that he's in good spirits, and that the one thing that he will miss in WWE is Xia Li. And meanwhile, Haaland posted a picture of himself simply with the caption, Parker Boudreaux is back, with a little devil emoji. But it's not just any picture. He's in camo shorts and boots, and he's in a metal t-shirt.
He's massive.
Yeah, he's
terrifying.
Scary. Very scary.
You don't want to bump into him in a dark alley at all.
Yeah, you'd take one look at him and it's like wrestler. And we're finishing off things today with some news regarding WWE's upcoming, I'm going to say it, Fraser, I've got to stop saying pay-per-view. Premium live event.
Oh, yes.
During WWE's London live event last night, they revealed more details about the upcoming show. We got a logo, we got a big dramatic reveal, we got a huge pop for it, we got everything. Well, there it is now, look at it. WWE logo. Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, they've got a dragon in there.
Yeah,
we've got a wee Welsh dragon.
We've got it. It's Wales.
They've got the Welsh colours. Sword. Yeah, they've got the Welsh colours. Big up Wales, though.
Yeah, big up Wales.
Well done, Wales.
Love
You've
Wales.
done it.
But yeah, it had been quite mysterious. We'd known that it was going to be in Cardiff. They'd made a very big deal about that. I mean, it was announced at the show that I was at Newcastle the other day. Yep. Drew was like, there's 150,000 pre-registers, which is like apparently the most in WWE history.
The stadium only sits like 70,000. There's going to be a lot of people disappointed.
There's going to be a lot of disappointed people. I think they might put it in cinemas, something like that.
But it shows that there's a demand over here and they need to come back regularly.
Yeah, definitely. Drew got the honor of announcing it to the live crowd, and he was, just going on about the excitement around the situation. He spoke to Tom recently, though, and I can't do the accent justice, Fraser, and I talk enough on these bloody videos.
Right, so we've got the stereotypical Scottish Ayrshire accent.
Yeah.
The city of Cardiff is ready for the clash off the castle on September 3rd, and I know that everyone in Wales, across the UK, and around the entire world is ready to make history with us. To get your tickets and be part of the magic. I can't wait to hear just how loud Principality Stadium can get.
Oh my God, he's behind me. It's Drew. Oh.
Yeah, so Drew spoke to Tom on the channel.
Yeah, there was a lot of speaking. Tom spoke to him the other day on the channel. You can go watch that video, and Drew seems very excited about having a show over here. He says he's been promising it for years, and he wasn't sure whether he would deliver.
Well, this is it. We're supposedly one of the bigger markets for wrestling in the world outside of the US, so it shows, and they finally also revealed, because it was just pre-register right now. You can still pre-register for tickets. As we said, there is an insane level of demand.
Good luck.
But they go on sale on May 18th. So if you're wanting to get to WWE Clash at the Castle in Cardiff, then May 18th, you got what, 18 days?
Yeah, you've got pretty much. It's almost May now. You've not got long. And
so get all your browsers open, find all your old laptops, get them out the cupboard, get Chrome installed, get ready to go.
I was looking at Cardiff, and it seems a lot of the hotels are already sold out ahead of time. So if you are planning on going, good luck. Hopefully you can get there. I really want to go.
It's important. I feel like it's sort of our duty, isn't it?
It's the thing that it's been building towards.
It's the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing since SummerSlam '92 for UK wrestling. I don't know.
They ran the utility the other night. That was pretty big.
They did. It was pretty big. Yeah,
the ropes
seats
broke.
About 11,000, I think.
That's 10. Where the next show should be.
Yeah, they did Insurrection 2003 from there. So it can be done. WWE. It can be done. We're getting a new arena soon, WWE. So
just do St. James's Park.
Some live SmackDowns. St. James's would be great.
It's very regional.
Anyway, we're very much going off on one here, but this was your first dose of wrestling news. We'll be keeping you updated on the developing situation with the WWE releases as and when any more news breaks. But thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you in a bit.
Soon.